Chinese guest
Chinese
from
guest, yes.
investment side.
We are provide more advice on that. You can invest Malaysia stock, Hong Kong stock, US stock.
So what will be a starting amount that I should put, and then how can I diversify it?
First of all, if you really ask me this question, stop dreaming.
2012 kot.
Elon Musk said
Elon Musk.
BYD is nothing to compete with him.
Hot and spicy. Put it on top. Young and precisely.
Assalamualaikum semua.
Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Hot and Spicy episode 7. So guys, welcome to episode 7. So today is a very special day for us. Nampak cakap bahasa Inggeris. Because we have one Chinese
Chinese guest
Chinese
from
guest, yes.
investment side.
Yeah.
Kita
So for today's topic, kita nak cerita tentang investment. So kat mana nak invest, macam mana nak invest and apa nak invest. Selalu orang dekat luar sana, dia orang ada duit tapi tak tahu kat mana.
Betul.
So ramai kita jumpa kan, orang kat luar sana, Kim, kat mana nak invest ah? Where to invest ah? So now, don't worry guys. This guy, I kenalkan, nama dia Sean. Sean is someone yang dia boleh advise kat mana nak invest, macam mana nak invest and apa nak invest.
Sean is a licensed investment planner.
Yes.
So if you guys really have the money and then you guys want to park somewhere,
Yeah.
and then this is the guy lah.
Yeah.
You guys can seek.
Welcome to the show, Sean.
Okay, hello guys. I'm Sean, founder from Sean Invest. So I've been in investment industry for 6 years. So if you would like to seek for any investment advice, just let me know. Yep, simple as that.
So Sean, you are from IFAS, is it?
Yes, I get the. Actually, I've been invited by them last years. So saying that because for the past 5 years, I didn't really cooperate with any platforms actually because they want to bear the responsible any case happen to the platforms. So that, but last year's IFAS came to us saying that, hey, you are doing sharing this, why not? Do you recommend any platform to your viewers or members? So that why not, know more about our platform and all that? Then invite me, go over, then we start the cooperation. After that, they provide sort of a license to me. So that, currently if you would like to open a stocks account, then you can open an account.
So your license is from IFAS.
Yes.
So before that, what is IFAS? Because maybe our viewer don't know what is IFAS.
Okay, IFAS actually is a financial service platform.
Okay.
So actually their platform is mainly aiming for commercial markets. They're not really to consumer markets. That's why a lot of people, they don't really know compared to like M+, compared to others investment platform. So that basically this platform is providing all the financial investment advice to even commercial or personal across different types of product. Example like bond investment and unit trust investment, PRS and ETC lah, and insurance as well actually.
This is a private sector lah. A private sector lah.
Yes. Actually, in Singapore, IFAS is a listed company.
Listed company.
Oh,
Yes, it's a listed company so that you can access all the financial data for the past record financial data. Yeah, you can go through.
Our previous episode was based on the Bursa Malaysia RHB Investment Bank. So is it same like that?
I think, of course, it's different. The service that will be different, but I would say the main difference is that we are provide more advice on that and helping clients to plan which across a bond and unit trust.
Okay.
Yes, I think the Bursa dealer is that you buy Malaysia stocks, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So basically IFAS actually they provide you invest across worldwide. If let's say you want to buy something in US or China or Hong Kong, actually you can through IFAS as well.
So we can go to the global stocks with one platform.
Yes, exactly. You can invest Malaysia stock, Hong Kong stock, US stocks in IFAS platform.
So the last episode, the guy is the dealer.
Dealer.
So he explained to us different dealer and remiser. So in IFAS, you are some kind of agent or remiser or?
I think which is they register with Security Commission Malaysia so that they get a license which is can provide this financial service. So which is you can buy stocks and everything lah, you can buy bonds, then provide this kind of service lah. Since 2007.
Remiser lah kot.
So is your license is monitored by Security Commission of Malaysia?
Actually, every license you must provided by a so-called organization. Example like bank or like IFAS. You can't like sendiri get the license by
correct.
yourself. Yes, exactly. Yes. If let's say you join public mutual fund, then maybe public bank will provide you a license with selling public mutual fund.
Okay,
Exactly.
since you are a planner, so I'm a 26-year-old guy. So if I want to retire around age 50 with an amount of 2 million ringgit, so what will be a starting amount that I should put, and then how can I diversify it?
Okay, actually these questions I can't answer you,
Okay.
but actually can be easily solved. Is that actually if you go online, there's a calculator.
Yeah.
So you can put in your initial amount, how much your monthly commitment, what's your expected return, or you can do every year. Then actually there's a formula you can calculate out.
The thing I want to say is actually when some people will be asking this kind of question, they're expecting a straightforward answer, but it's not easy to answer. But depends
Okay.
on the personality, right?
Okay, if it's straightforward a bit, actually the point is what is the percentage you're looking for per year? What is your expected return?
More than 5, less than
If
10.
let's say you
Of course,
start,
more than-
but we're giving one concept. If you start with a big amount, then actually you don't need to aim for high interest, high return.
High return.
Correct?
High return in order to reach your goal. So if let's say I want to get a 2 million, but right now I only got 10 ringgit. You get what I mean? Actually,
yeah,
the
yeah.
question you asked me, there's a lot of information doesn't enough.
Yeah.
So at the end, who decided is that you can start invest and achieve that goal, but there is a lot of different investment asset class, bond, stock markets, commodity, ETF, and other thing else. So even though like now very famous crypto coin lah.
Yeah.
So it depends on how fast you want to get your goal, and what type of asset that decide the expected return of the year. If let's say you target, I want year about 8%, then maybe you don't need to participate so much in stock market. But if let's say, based on my initial amount, I want to hit the targets with this time, my minimum expected return per year need to be 15% or 20% above. Then you know most of your capital must be allocated in share market more. So your expected return decide you what to invest.
Okay.
Understand?
So you will be advised what to buy, what to sell, something like that.
Yes, basically that lah, based on the personal risk preference, the background, and everything.
Let's
Yes.
say I have, like say lah, like Sri said, I am 26 years old. Let's say I have 50,000 ringgit. Okay. I said, hey Sean, help me. I have 50. Next year I want to be, let's say next year I want to be 1 million. What should I do?
Okay. First of all, if you really ask me this question, I will tell you, stop dreaming. Because we can know that if you want to do it in 1 year, we calculate the return. Right? If let's say 50,000 we want to become 5 million, what is the 1,000 percentage?
1,000.
You know, actually, in share market, in any investment market, it also doesn't make sense unless you take leverage, you know, and everything. But if you really, really want to do this, actually, there is some asset class can help you to do it. But of course, come with high risk lah. If you really want to achieve this target, yes, you can go to cryptocurrency world and go for those meme coin. But before that, you must really have a lot research knowledge in that and that. Yeah.
High risk, high reward.
Very,
So your own research.
it's a very high risk, high return thing. But still achievable lah. But maybe 1 out of 1,000 lah. You know.
So let's say lah, macam tadi punya question. Let's say I have 50,000 ringgit.
Set a logic goal.
So logic goal lah. Sean, I have 50,000 ringgit. Don't know what to do with this money. Can cincai lah. Boleh naik 100,000 ke. Boleh double it lah.
Which means that you just hope this money can
just
grow
double it,
over
until-
time and
until-
against inflation, better
Yeah.
than FD rate,
Yeah.
better than EBF. Actually, we say that in share market, the average return is about 10 to 15. So actually, I would say actually per year 10 to 15 is not hard to achieve. All right. So a lot of people, their concern is how do I get a very good percentage return per year? But I would suggest actually you guys should think, how do I get more capital? The focus point has been wrong already. You know, some people they want to work 100%, 200%, 300%. Actually, the focus point is that how can I increase my capital? Because once I increase my capital, my return can be lower. I don't need to take some challenging investment decision. You know, I can investment in a comfort way.
So going on a relaxed mode lah,
Yes.
not on aggressive mode.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, for Okay, tadi kita dah cerita pasal investment, macam mana nak invest apa semua. So, sekarang ni kita tengok go for a global market outlook lah. Okay, for global market outlook, what is your current outlook for a major global market?
Okay. Speaking to some audience which is totally don't have any investment knowledge or background, I would say if you want to invest in worldwide, actually there is some simple logic and concept. Who are the biggest GDP country in this world?
US,
Yes. But who is second?
China.
Who is third?
German, India.
You know, we will say Europe.
Europe lah, Europe lah.
Europe
Europe
lah,
lah.
Uncle Bro. So actually you already understand where to invest in your money. The biggest GDP because they have the biggest company, they have the latest technology, you know, example like AI lah, I think everyone know.
Yeah.
Google, Microsoft, you know, like OpenAI. All this will only happen in the most biggest GDP country. Which means that today you watch this interview, I takkan advise you go invest in Thailand or Indonesia. You get what I mean? In Vietnam. That is the what I would like to share. Go for like big country like US, China. For the past 1 to 2 years, Warren Buffett go into Japan. Okay, and
Japan.
for the past 2 to 3 years, actually India is coming up.
Oh.
If you look at their India index holding company, if you check their past 3 years record, you will find out 3 years about 200%, 300%. Right?
India is one of the
In India?
fastest growing
Yes.
companies as well, right?
Because the population maybe.
Population.
But
Yeah,
also, but you might dengar macam ni macam sangat bagus kan, but also a lot of risk inside lah. What's the India company behind, the fundamental, the data, everything, is it can be trustable and all that. But in the long term, we see India is coming.
Because recently the India billionaire, I forgot the name, suddenly become the most top 5 billionaire, and then he manipulated the stock market to increase the share price.
I think it's a Madini. What Dini group? Madini group.
Yeah, something group. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Let me search. You guys continue the question.
Itu Madani lah.
Madani.
Not
no,
Madani. Something similar like that.
Bukan Madani.
Bukan ada
Adani.
Adani
Group.
Adani.
Yes, sorry guys. Adani Group.
Adani group.
Itu Malaysia Madani.
Adani. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Then because the company got some problem, even the financial minister also come out, you know, do some statement for the company.
Yeah,
also.
because the main company bought few other companies and then they pump and dump the.
So which means
stock
actually the
market
market also not really matured and highly manipulated actually.
Yeah, because he suddenly in less than 10 years become a billionaire and then become top 5 billionaire in the world and then suddenly collapsed because he did a lot of manipulation in his company stock markets. Suddenly boom lah.
But India, you have to know their structure is different. Okay, I don't know if we got time to share this or not.
Okay.
Actually, like right now, the India is like the past 10 years China. Okay, you see nowadays, if you look at the S&P, the most, what we say significant company which represent Nasdaq, Dow Jones. From last time, they are those traditional company, railway company, you know, like water supply, telco, bank will be the biggest company in their country. But once the country grow, then tech company will slowly replace.
Overtake.
You get what I mean? And their growth will be stable already because they are different industry, right? You can't compare Apple and Orange. So just like today, if you go look at the India index, right, most of their holding is bank. Those
So it's the first
industrial part, the infrastructure company. You get what I mean? Which means that actually India are growing up. So when they want to grow just like 10 years ago, China, you know what I mean? Those infrastructure, railway, telco, bank will be the biggest. We say that represent the major index. So you can see that actually they are still like 30 years, 50 years behind the structure. You
Understand?
You understand what I mean? I try my best to.
Another question. Just now you said Warren Buffett started to invest in Japan. But isn't Japan GDP is declining and then the population is declining as well? Why Warren Buffett chose Japan?
I believe actually, of course, there's a lot of research video outside, but I would say at that time the main reason is that Japan currency depreciate
Yes.
and US dollar appreciate.
Betul.
So when
Is he shorting on Japan?
no, it's like cheap thing to buy. Now their assets are cheap now.
If currency getting cheaper, so he buy the stock
That's
at
why
cheaper
when
price.
Malaysia ringgit drop, the share market will drop because the value of your company dropping. That's why your share price will drop. So when it comes to cheap lah, you know. So I think this is the main reason lah. But I want to discuss why Warren Buffett make this decision.
So,
I also not very deep in Japan lah.
okay. Macam kita, we in Malaysia, what is your outlook for Malaysia? I mean, your...
Very to be honest, I would not really suggest investor invest in Malaysia. Because the market is very small. Unless the company they has business worldwide, Malaysia company, that's very seldom. Just like Maybank, I know you are very big Maybank, but can you do European business? Can you do China people business? You cannot.
Yeah.
So that is a limitation. I don't want to talk too deep, you know. But another thing is that Malaysian market, I would say 80% also more to manipulate lah. We call big shark behind.
Okay.
If let's say you use technical to analyze the stock, we might say sometimes the technical pattern is they make it for you.
Ni hot and spicy ni.
Yeah, I want to ask because
Of course, I'm not saying Maybank stocks are like that.
Yeah,
Like
I
a lot of
understand.
Big companies are stable lah.
penny stocks. So, and this is the culture here. That's the culture here. Hit and run. Doesn't have really long-term investing. Like I've been sharing investment live in my Facebook page for 6 years. The first year I asked my members or viewer, you must grab Microsoft. That time 80-90 ringgit, 80-90 USD, but today 400 plus. You can't find a company like that in Malaysia. Cannot say can't. Okay, I believe there is some also, but yeah, why I don't know. Why I don't know Malaysia got this kind of company.
Yeah.
Which means that
it's not
it's
marketed
very rare
properly.
or in a very minor industry that might have grown, but we don't know. It's not you get what I mean? It's
Okay.
not easy for everyone to access.
Betul.
Okay, since you said like Malaysia market is very small compared to other markets, and then 21st May, our PMX released the statement he brought into Malaysia around 370 billion foreign investments. Will it affect the Malaysian market, and then does it help to Malaysian market to grow?
You mean that there's a foreign fund coming inside here?
Yeah.
Actually, I would say this is first I listened to this news. I would say it's not surprise because we know that US are going to be cut rate, which means that US dollar is not going attractive like last time.
Quantitative tightening.
Yeah. So which means coming up they will less attractive, so that people might sell US dollar.
Okay.
So once you sell US dollar, where you go? The money. You will go to Asia market. Actually, not just Malaysia. You can see from Hong Kong, there are also some foreign capital going inside. So actually, it's we call it big flow lah. It's the worldwide economic situations. So, but of course, to Malaysia, it's a good news. That's why coming, I see Malaysia ringgit will be appreciate back, will be strong back because of the reason that I mentioned just now. It's also helped Malaysia stock market for whole increase the investment sentiment, the market sentiment, everything. Definitely is a good thing. But don't rely on it or make investment decision because of foreign fund coming ready. Okay, I buy now. Or foreign fund go, then I sell now. You know, don't take it as a signal. But in this kind of market sentiment, is a good news to boost up Asia market. So, but yeah, I think that's all.
I got a sauce, hot and spicy. Put it on top.
Okay, Sean.
Yep.
Just now we already ask apa you buat, macam mana you buat, semua kan. So kita nak masuk sikit dekat bahagian financial lah, okay? Okay.
Sure.
I ada 2 question. I rasa banyak orang nak tahu juga, dekat luar sana nak tahu juga this question. How much should I be saving for my retirement? And the first question dulu lah.
Okay.
How much should I be saving for my retirement?
How much you'll be saving on your retirement? Actually, it's a very hard question also.
Depends on people,
Depends
right?
on your standard of your living, what type of car, what type of food you want to eat, what type of wife you want to get, you know, how many children you want to have, how many grandchildren, how many dogs you want to have. Wow. So actually, it's very hard to answer, but I would say if you don't have 1 million, if I don't have a 1 million when I'm old, I will feel insecure. Of course, there is a way to encounter this. If I invest until 80 years old, then shouldn't be a worry lah.
Okay.
Actually, when we're getting older, actually our so-called living expenses will be lower also. We don't need so much like branded things, like entertainment and all that thing. So at the end is, you have to ask yourself lah, what you really want. What kind of life you actually wanting.
Okay.
Yep.
Tadi ada tanya pasal how much is saving for retirement kan. So I just nak tanya just one more question. What are the strategies for saving for child education? I mean, tadi dia dah retire kan. Let's say lah dia nak retire 55. Macam normal people in Malaysia. 55. So, tapi anak dia kecil-kecil lagi. So what are the strategies for him or her?
I would say if you have, like you say, like anak-anak nak jaga and you already at certain age, like just now you say 50, right? I would say you only for those low risk, safety, and generate income, inflow, that type of investment product suitable for you. Example, like bond, like even though in stock markets, there's a lot of different type of industry stocks, so you have to choose for those really, safe, traditional, and basically it's like that. And dividend, this kind of investment strategy will be, I would suggest to a person lah, like that.
I see few platforms out there. There are platforms where we can open an account for the child under our account as well, and then they can invest into their child's account.
Okay.
You understand? So do IFAS or do any of your investment idea does provide something like that? Because now whatever you say, I guess you invest on your portfolio, and then whenever you get return or profit, and then you go give to your child. But do you have something like already investing into your child's account?
I get me, which means that I already do that planning and I got some extra one. Can I do some extra specific for child education? Okay, it depends on your child age also. If let's say you're 50 but your child still small, still young, like 1 to 2 years old, you really like, I want to save this money for the education, for the university fees, definitely should go for long term. First of all, which means that you only buy, don't sell. Which means keep on keeping that asset until your child grow up. So what kind of asset suitable for this? If you ask me, for long term, the best return of asset class is stock market. So I would suggest just like your every month paying for insurance, right? Some they pay insurance for education, right?
Betul.
For me, I can do that also. Every month take out 1,000 and put in some good stock, which I believe another 10 years, 20 years, it still exists in this world. I will just buy and keep, don't look at it.
Continue on that question. What stocks? Can you give few signals or few stock ideas to invest for long term, more than 10 years, 20 years?
You straight want the stock code or
Yeah,
what?
stock code.
The stock code, yeah.
Okay, I would say my favorite stock, Microsoft. I will hold another 10 years. All right. Why? Of course, there's a lot of reason. I think we can spend hours on that, but not today.
Okay.
Because the stability, the product, the service, the AI.
How about Apple?
I would say Apple not really, because Apple is a luxury product lah.
Apple users, please listen this. Apple is a luxury product.
Same.
But for me, it's a luxury product, and these 2 years is not a right time to invest Apple. Yes, actually in China market, their sales are dropping. Huawei's are eating their market share in China. So we will say, yeah, Apple is so successful already. Okay, so what company is this? It's a hardware company. They produce hardware. This is last time, right? That's why Tim Cook, they want to add in Apple service. Make it not just a hardware company. Okay, so
He's creating a whole ecosystem.
Yes, building the ecosystem, But I would say all your ecosystem can be built when your hardware, your phone, can be sold.
Okay.
So if the sales of the phone or the hardware is not good, so which means that the whole thing will be slow also lah. This is what I see lah, my point of view. And another thing is that for the past 1 year, we heard a lot about AI.
Yeah.
But you seems that Apple any
Involving in
update,
AI.
In AI. Maybe he's planning something.
But for usual Apple, whenever Android or any other company release this thing this year, Apple will release that same thing after 3 years, and then this is the brand new thing, the first time in the world, we are releasing this thing.
Because in AI, it's like, 1 year can really change a lot. So I think if Apple want to start from zero to do it now and compete with OpenAI and Microsoft, I think they are late.
Yeah.
But they will cooperate lah. Actually, there's some previous news, Apple, they seek for cooperate with Google.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't really confirmed news yet.
Okay.
But I would say Apple, yes. So current Apple is not in a trend because of the sales and the point that I mentioned just now. But how about the future? I still believe Apple might come back, but we need to see more update news and data and make decision. Why? Because if now AI is so-called a technology, it's a tools lah. You can do a lot of wonderful things
Everywhere right now.
Yes, but is it everyone use it right now? How frequent you use per day, or even for our cameraman, So at the end, when AI want to, how we call that in Chinese, I'm okay, I have to say, like computer, when you innovate computer, but how do you make sure everyone can use computer?
Understand.
You get what I mean? So that when AI have to touch everyone, then what is the device? PC and phone. So I still believe Apple might coming back. I still give some hope. So if Apple really drop a lot very cheap, I will buy a little bit. But if let's say that if you want to compare the trend, the current at this moment, I would say that if you want to compare with like Nvidia, compare with Google, you want to compare with Microsoft, it's a bit lag behind,
Okay. Ni a part of Google, Apple and other stuff, phone and everything. Let's start with this debate lah between Tesla and BYD. Tesla and BYD, I can say it's the same product, but different
Manufacturer.
manufacturer. One from US and one from China. Then one said, China ni made in China.
But even Tesla is something assembled in China.
Look now, BYD is rising up. So is it for investor lah? For investor, where should the
EV market, is it like
How
long
do
term?
we analyze this?
Yes.
How do we analyze this
Yes.
and make judgment and make decision, right?
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to discuss this topic, right?
Yeah.
Really can go 2 to 3 hours. I have to talk about the history of Tesla, the history of BYD. Why BYD? Actually, 3 years ago, I also advised my member to keep some BYD, but start from last.
So you already aware of BYD 3 years ago?
3 to 4 years ago.
Okay, I just know about last year.
Yeah.
2012 kot.
Elon Musk said BYD is nothing to compete with him.
Yes. I think you saw that is 1 year ago, or he posted that.
Yes.
But actually, BYD, this company, I really know, I think 4 years lah. Actually, in my past Facebook Live, I also did mention, I did ask my member to buy also, but because of the past 2 years, the China and Hong Kong market also not good. Okay, there's a lot of several reasons lah, the property market problem and all that, so that we stopped seeing that. But recently, because of drop a lot, then maybe can buy a bit lah. I got advice a bit lah.
BYD.
BYD stock. And Tesla stock for the past 5 years, okay, from the first day I start sharing in Facebook Live, I also didn't recommend any investor to buy this stock as your main portfolio. If let's say just for a short midterm, a bit like goring the trend, then okay, but don't fall in love. You can buy the product, but don't be the shareholder.
Because during the COVID seasons, the Tesla investors were very happy because the stock was going up, and then after the COVID season end, Tesla dropped almost 40-50%, I guess.
So if you want to discuss this, really can be discussed a lot. But what we can see is that for the past 1 year, Tesla sales dropping, price keep on reducing, company gross margin keep on dropping, drop until like the latest 7.2%. So why we like that? Why Tesla will happen all this? Macroeconomic, and how to say 过分乐观 how to say over optimistic about EV market in US
Over optimistic.
over optimistic, you know, and Tesla also changing the we call the what we call it, the cycle of the business.
Okay.
From last time they can't produce a lot, they sell high price.
High price, yeah.
But what is the next step? You produce more, right? You have to reduce your cost in order to meet the supply.
Yeah.
But everything will work when demand is there.
Demand, yeah.
When demand is not there and you are changing, you get me, changing
Pattern.
the business cycle. You
pattern.
get a different stage. When you're changing the stage and now you expand more factory, produce more, but suddenly demand not there.
Yeah.
Over optimistic. That's why you need to reduce price to maintain that sales. If not, will even worse.
And then also I read an article here. EV market is growing, but EV charges is not everywhere. And then whenever you want to charge a car, it's about 20-30 minutes minimum you have to charge. If like that mean, if every car in the world is EV car, you might need around billions of charging stations there to fulfill your charging your car.
Yes. So that's why the latest EV right now in China, you know, actually China got a lot EV brand.
Yeah.
A lot different brand. Right now they got some car got power bank already.
Today I saw.
Which means that you know battery, right? I'm not sure the detail. Maybe you just click a button or you need to plug in somewhere. So which means there's a backup battery for you. So you drive with no worries.
I saw a truck. Truck batteries might be bigger, right?
Yeah,
so
I think
they're changing batteries there. The battery is around like the truck size lah. They're changing battery and then they can go around 300-400 kilometers.
Yes. So this is what I will believe battery will be more and more effectiveness. Just like our phone lah. Can be more advanced after 5 years and 10 years. Definitely EV long term, I think is a trend also. You know, it's a new energy car. So it's a new theme, new trend. Capital will flow in definitely. But I would say for the past 1 to 2 years, over optimistic. It still grow, but you know, you guys might think grow this way, but actually might grow this way. So when this happens, so the factory, the oversupply need to be adjusted. The inventory, you get what I mean? Right now in China, the EV is oversupply.
Oversupply.
Yes, oversupply. Wow, you want to talk this, can talk a lot.
Okay, we've talked about
Okay, I back to BYD a bit because I didn't talk about that. BYD, 4 years ago, I already know about this company. Why? Because Warren Buffett invests this company since 2008.
Yeah.
That time stock price about 8 Hong Kong dollar. But today is about 100 and 200 already. But for the past 2 years, Warren Buffett also start taking profit lah. So that's why there's also rumors lah. Warren Buffett said, enough already. Warren Buffett leave. That's why the stock also going down. There's all rumors, this and that lah. But BYD definitely is a good company. If you really go see the documentary of the founder of BYD, you will know this company sure can work. If you know the history of this guy, just like I don't like Elon Musk. You know, I know a lot of people think that Elon Musk is their god. You know, because he used to be the richest man in the world just for a while only. Even though the share price is at the highest point, but the company is not really earning money. You know?
Yep.
So I would say, invest in a company, especially new guy, beginner, invest in a company who already start earning money. Not just selling future, selling dream, selling product, even though the dream are very realistic, but invest in a company that doesn't provide earning yet is very challenging. It's not suitable for beginner. I know the price, Tesla, you know, wow, new car, EV, you know, like I must buy Tesla stock. Is not, if not, I'm like out of the market already. Macam bukan orang yang trendy punya orang. Actually, a lot of people buy it because of like that. But for me, yes, last 2 years, the time dropped until 110. I did ask member, you can grab. Yeah, the company is not that very good, but if you drop to a very cheap price, why not? Why not? Yes, that's why that time about 110 like that. I asked my members, my viewer, grab a bit. Then
From where? 110 from where?
No, Tesla
I know.
stock price.
they drop until 110
110, yes.
from
From about 500 something.
Whoosh. Okay, one more question.
400, 500
Since we talked
something.
about EV
Sorry,
a lot.
I'm not sure. I think it's 400, 500. Like
It's
that.
okay.
We talk a lot about these things, but we can talk about that in another episode lah, because this is lot
yes,
into
yeah.
details of
Yes,
the
yes,
stock
yes,
company.
that's
Betul lah.
But this is for the beginner traders. Since you said the Microsoft, Nvidia, AI things, right? I see the US stocks. Microsoft is around $400+. Nvidia is around $1,000. For a Malaysian, it is around 4,000 ringgit, 2,000 ringgit. Can we buy like Bitcoin? One Bitcoin is 60,000, but you can buy 0.0001. But for stock, can we do split share or?
Okay, you got two way. That's why that's why for beginner you have to know. Okay, I want to invest in stock market, equity market. Then what is my tools? ETF is one of my tools. Unit trust is one of my tools. Index is one of my tools. I buy stock, original one stock, also one of it way, and you can go for CFD as well. So if for those like, my saving only 1,000, every month I can only save 200, 300. If you really want to buy one stock, okay, in Malaysia, every stock you buy must be 100 unit. Correct or not? In US stock, you can buy 1 unit. So which means that actually you got 1,000 ringgit, actually you can start invest. Just like you mentioned, Microsoft 400, so you times 4 point something, currency rate, or you got 1,000 plus, you can start invest already. So then you got 1,000, then you buy one store lah. Never mind. He up 10%, your capital still up 10%.
But still, we have to
you don't
buy
need to
the
find
one, is
some
it?
stock of 3 ringgit, then I can buy 100. Actually, it's the same. But people like that, I only buy one stock.
It's the,
Why not I buy
the
the
percentage
30
is going to be
I buy
same.
100 unit. Actually, it's the same. They increase 10%, 5%, it will also same. But some people, I don't know, some people, they thought it's different one.
So mostly for those who haven't experienced the stock market trading, they won't see the percentage growth. They invest 10,000, they invest 100,000. If it grows 10%, it's 10%.
Yeah, it's straightforward 10%. So actually, you got 1,000 to 2,000, you already can start invest. But if let's say I really don't have that money, actually you can go for CFD. CFD is a tools that can, for you can be participate in stock market. So you can buy based on like 0.05 stock also can. That is you need to using CFD tools. So why CFD? Then will be another episode already.
Ya, betul.
Yes. Can
Guys,
come with leverage.
banyak kita boleh sembang dengan Sean sebab apa? Sean is part of our team now. So for more episode akan datang, Sean akan explain lagi lah. Lepas ni, mungkin maybe lepas ni Sean akan cerita what is CFD kan, macam tadi what is CFD, and dia akan bagi signal, okay, buy now. Apa buy now?
Can no problem.
Mana tahu kan?
Yeah, if you guys have any topic want to discuss, can comment below also.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Comment.
so that we can choose from there and discuss.
So I think it's a wrap up. Let's wrap up lah.
For a beginner,
belum
no, I just want to end this topic.
Okay.
For a beginner topic, I think this is a lot already because we already entered the market research already, EV market and then
Betul
AI
lah.
market.
Touch
So-
a bit lah, just touch a bit.
Betul.
Because when we touch one thing, a lot more branches will be opening.
Betul.
So I think this is good enough for a beginner. So if you are a beginner trader in stock market, I think you guys already seeing something how to go in and then how shall I diversify the money here. So I hope you guys got some ideas lah.
Yeah. So that's all for this episode.
By the way guys, jangan lupa share, like, comment dan subscribe, gang. Thank you for joining our podcast. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
See you on the next
Thanks
episode.
for inviting.
Yeah, see you on the next episode. Maybe Sean akan datang the next episode. Maybe, who knows?
Of course, if you guys drop, comment, share,
comment.
like everything, yeah, definitely I'll be here.
Yeah, see you again. Bye bye. Hot and spicy.
I got a
Tak ada, habis dah. Tak ada.
Semua jawab.
I got a sauce, hot and spicy. Put it on top, young and precisely. What's up?